think we're good. Yes. Okay, so we are going to learn a new rule today, right? So we've been learning all of these rules, right? All of our welds, all of our digraphs. Today, Miss Lavelia is going to teach you a new rule, okay?
What?
But, oh, I know, it's a surprise. But we're going to go over a couple of things too. So I'm going to put some words on the board, okay? So I want you to take a look at these words. I'm going to put 4 words.
But you said 3.
I'm going to make it 4 because there's 4. Here's one.
Chap.
Uh-huh. Here's this one. Can you read that one?
Chump. Wait, why can't you just go like this?
I will. What's this one?
Chap. Chump.
Chump. Very good. What's this one? What's this word?
Chat.
Good. One more time?
Chat.
Chat. Beautiful. And then this one is the word
Chin.
excellent. All right. So I want you to take a look and I want you to underline the digraph that we've already learned, right? So remember, those are the 2 letters that are stuck together. So I want you to take this marker. Actually, take a black one. I'll use the red. You use the black.
Okay.
And I want you to underline those digraphs. So the 2 sounds that work together.
Does that work? That black?
All right, you know what? Here, take the red one. I know that black one is a little
Funky today.
funky. Good. All right, Quinn, what are those letters? What are these 2 letters that you underline?
C and H.
C and H. And when we look at C and H and we glue them together, right, what is the sound that it makes? Good. It makes the ch sound. Very good. Awesome. Now you read all these words. I want you to look and I want you to tell me where in the words or what part of our taps do we see the word. So let's try to tap this one out. Ready? Ch. Chat.
Chat.
So what part? Is it the first sound? Ch.
Yeah.
It's the first sound, right? What about in the word chat? Can you tap out chat for me? Ch.
Chat.
Excellent. Can you tap out chump?
Chump.
Good girl. Well, last one.
Chin.
Excellent.
They're
Excellent.
all in the front.
They're all in the front, so we're at the beginning of the word, right? Look at these words. How many syllables are in these words, Quinny? How many syllables is in the word chap?
Chap.
How many?
Chap has 1.
Okay. What about chump?
Chump. Chump has 1.
Okay.
Chat has 1.
Mm-hmm.
Chin has 1. They all have 1.
They all have 1 syllable, right? So we notice that what this has in common, right? All 4 of these words have the CH ch sound, and they're all in the first tap. Beautiful. Okay, and there's a reason why we're reviewing this. I know we worked on other rules in the last couple of weeks with the other welds, but I wanted to review this because I'm going to teach you a new rule today.
Okay.
Okay, so before we do that, we're going to go through our visual drill. Okay, and Miss Lavelia is going to put some letters on the board, some sounds on the board, I should say, some letters, and you're going to give me the sounds. Okay? You ready? All right. What's the sound? Good. Do we say s or do we say s? How many taps is in that?
1.
1, right? Because that's the floss rule. Remember we've learned that? Okay. What about this one? How do we read that? Good. How about this one? We did so much practice on this one, right?
Ink.
Good girl. What about this one?
Ink.
Good. What about this one?
Ankh.
Good. What about this one?
That's the same one.
Oh, oh my God, you're right. You're so smart. So smart you are. How about this one?
Ing.
Ing, very good. How about
And.
Good girl. How about this one?
Unk.
Good. How about
Unk.
good girl. All right. Now, how about this one? Good. How about this one? Good girl. Look, you remember where to put your tongue. Good job. Good job. What about this one? Good. And last digraph that we did was dun 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 dun. You remember? Good job. Good job. Now let's look at these. How about this? This was like one of the first ones. And, right? We don't say n. We say and. How many taps does and get?
One.
Just one.
I guess and.
Good girl. What about this one? Excellent. Am. Very good, right? We don't say am, right? We say am. Good. Here's the new ones too. Let's see if we remember. Right? We know with our welds, right? We have.
I think you're forgetting one.
Which one?
The Z and the Z.
I didn't put that one on there. Do you remember? Oh my God, you're so smart. What does that say? Ooh, I'm going to add that to my notes because you asked. Good. Ooh. And what's the other one that we don't see very often, but it still follows the same rule? Right? We don't see it. Not as many words that end in that. But you know what? It's good to know, right? It's good to have it in our back pocket. All right. These are the newer ones, right? When we look at this weld, right? We know that welds, right? When we see consonants following that vowel, it makes the vowel do something funny, right? It doesn't follow what it usually does. So how do we read that weld? Ild, right? That's when it's short. What do we do when we read this weld? What happens to that vowel? Ild. Very good. Excellent. Now what about this one? Old. Very good. What about this one?
Ost.
Very good. What about this one?
Ot.
Very good. Last one. So what happens to that vowel when there's the ND? It becomes what? It becomes a long, say it again? Eind, very good. So, right, those are the welds that we worked on that have the long vowel I. One tap, just like ank and ank, but it's one tap. And it's also kind of the vowel is weird when these two letters follow, right? Okay. All right, so now, Cookie, I'm going to give you, actually, you know what? I'm going to go first. We're going to spell some words. So I'm going to say a word, and at the end of the word, you're going to put, make it smaller. We just went dark. That's okay. Problem. All right. I want you to spell the word floss. Floss. What's the rule? Do you remember? Floss. What are you going to add at the end? Good. Ready? Now, I want you to fill in the sound. This is going to be the word bunk. B-unk. Unk. What happened to the weld? What happened to the weld? Unk. How do we spell it? Here you go. Here's your eraser. Okay, go ahead. You fix. Thank you. So look what you did here. So we have B-U-U-K. So it's bunk. What's the weld that says unk? How do you spell the weld that says unk? Unk. 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 Good girl. Excellent. I like how you fixed that. All right. Ready for your next one? Give me that, you. Hold on. Let's try another one. Okay? So I want you to think of your welds. You ready? Think of the welds. Spell stink. Ink. Ink. Good. Oh, you did it. Good girl. Excellent. All right. Now, I'm going to give you the last two sounds, and you're going to fill in the first sound. Ready? Chop. Ch. Ah. Say the word for me. What's the word? Ch. Good girl. Go ahead. Let me see it. What are you putting there? Good job. All right, you ready? All right, I know that. So it's kind of all a mix of all of our rules. I know it's a lot. Don't be nervous. You're doing a great job. All right, ready? Spell the word stuff. What comes at the end? Stuff. Good girl. You remembered what rule is that? Called the floss rule. Amazing. All right, ready? I'm going to give you the last sounds, and you're going to fill in the first sound. Ready? Spell whiz. W-is. W. So that's one way to spell it. What about if I asked you to put another digraph like this one? What would you use? Like the CH, the SH, what would you use here? Would you squeeze in? That's okay, baby. It's perfect. It's fine. You squeeze it. You're going to fix it for me?
Because it's too squeezed.
It's too squeezed? Good. And tell me the letters. What did you put?
W-H.
W-H. Excellent. All right. Let's try this one. You ready? Now, I'm going to give you the beginning sound. Okay? Which is and I want you to spell the word mild. Think of our welds. Mild, mild, m-ild. Good girl. You even put the long vowel sound up there? Old, mild. Good job. All right, ready? How about this one? Hold. Say hold. Tap it. Huh, old. No, look. Huh, old. One tap. Hold. Okay, can you spell it? Okay, so what's the weld that we use for old? Huh, old. Remember you tapped it once? It's got the long vowel sound, right? Huh, old. You're doing a good job. Don't worry.
It's just too big stuff.
You do it. It's a lot. I know. You're doing great, though. Old. What's the weld for old? Old. What vowel do you hear? I'm not going to erase all of it. What vowel do you hear in old? Old. Old. What vowel? You're missing your vowel, girl. You put two L's, right? But there's old. So we'll try one more time. Ready? Old. Huh. Old. What do you hear? Old. I know this, and believe it or not, this is the hardest part, right? Sometimes because you have to hear it and see it in your mind to be able to write it. Look at that weld. Did we learn ALD? Did we learn that weld? Is that a weld we learned? So this is mild, old. What vowel goes in there? Old. Oh. Good. What vowel is that? That's a U, right? Okay, so make it an O. Fix it. O. And we're going to work on that one a little more. Good girl. No, don't erase. It's fine. Leave it. Leave it. Perfect. Don't worry about that. Right? We just keep making progress. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, you ready? Next one. So say bolt. Let's tap it. No, say bolt. Bolt. Say it. Good. Now tap it. Olt. Okay, so remember that weld has one tap. Olt. Bolt. So you have your B. Can you write olt in there? Olt. 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 Don't worry. Look here. You're good. Don't worry about that. You're doing great. Well, what sound is that? Bolt. What's the N sound that you hear in that weld? Yay! Spell that word for me. Spell it.
B-O-L-T.
Read it. Good. Excellent. Dark. We go dark. All right, we got one more. Ready? Ready? So this is going to be the word fold. Fold. Say fold. And now tap it. Fold. 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 So you're going to write it fold. Good job. Very good. Can we read these? Let's try to read these.
Lost, bunk, steak, chef, stuff, with, piled, hold, bolt, fold.
Very good. You know, it's funny, right? Sometimes reading it is easier than spelling it, right? Miss Lavelle wants to take a picture of it. So you did such a good job. Can I take a picture of that? Picture of Queen's work. My baby. My girl. Okay, perfect. All right, you ready? Now we're going to do some blending. You ready, kiddo? Okay. All right. So, what word is this?
Mild.
Very good. What if I erase the M and I give you a W? What is it now?
Wild.
Good. What if I erase my W and I put CH?
Child.
Good. All right, let's try some new ones. Let's do this one. What word is this?
Sold.
Good. What if I change my S and I make it a C?
Cold.
Cold. What if I change my C and I make